This is a 1972 Vega Kammback, the economy version. This is a 1973 Kammback in the GT version. Except for the new bumper system, 73 Vegas look just like 72s. But there are a lot of differences. The Vega Kammback was designed specifically for Americans on American roads. Since it was new from the ground up, Chevrolet was able to make it just what Americans wanted. Chevrolet did a lot of research to find out just what they did want. And what they wanted was reliability, quality, economy, ease of service, roadability, and good handling. Chevrolet engineers and designers set about putting all these qualities into their new little Vega. They drove little cars already in existence. They made all manner of tests by using other little cars to house their own components. They even showed prototypes to almost 3,000 people on both sides of the country. Asked people to compare them with other little cars. Perhaps that's why the Vega was an immediate and phenomenal success. In its first weekend in dealerships, it outsold any new Chevrolet ever before. In its first full year, it outsold all other domestic little cars. And that means every one we could possibly build. The Car and Driver Reader's Choice poll selected Vega its favorite economy car, 2 years running. Motor Trend selected it the Car of the Year. Perhaps the outstanding feature of the entire Vega line are the car's handling and roadability. And the Kammback is so good, you really don't know which model you're driving, except by looking. You can have all that extra usable space without a penalty in handling. That's also why we can offer the sports version. The Vega's superior road behavior is not accidental. It has a relatively long wheelbase, wide track, and low center of gravity. It was engineered to have near-neutral steer for a feeling of precision without undue quickness. About size, because the Kammback is good-looking, you might think the size was a function of styling. It's not. Engineers started with the people and worked outwards. They positioned the 4 occupants with sufficient space for each. With a more upright position for the occupants, the car would have been shorter and higher. On the other hand, if they had been more outstretched, it would have been longer and lower. Then the engine. An all-new overhead camshaft aluminum 4. It could just as well have been a 6 or an 8, but the 4 was selected for its inherent economy. It was made big. 140 cubic inches, or 2.3 liters, for 2 reasons. One, that its power would be delivered in such a way that simpler transmissions could be offered. A 3-speed manual standard, for instance, thus contributing to low purchase price. Secondly, it could run slower for given power output, thus contributing to longer life expectancy and low service requirement. It was manufactured in the then new aluminum silicon alloy to make it lightweight. So the space required by the engine was determined. A certain amount of extra space for front-end protection was added, and now a little more for the new bumper. Then a reasonable amount of cargo space. And now the rear bumper. And you have the overall size. The designers went to work, and we're proud of Vega's appearance. The Kammback reflects the theories of Dr. W.I.E. Kamm, who was one of the first to recognize the importance of having airflow remain attached to the body surface to minimize drag. The Kammback is also a hatchback. It opens easily because of spring loading. It has 24.8 cubic feet of space with the rear seat up, and a little over 50 cubic feet with the rear seat folded down. There's hidden stowage space under the cargo floor. In 1973, a new aluminum load floor makes it easier to lift the hatch. It's 10 pounds lighter. The Kammback has a lot of desirable features. Front bucket seats offer excellent lateral support. Its well-arranged instrument panel has everything in clear view for ready scanning. The Kammback has a glove box and a map pocket in the door and a change well for those who live in toll road territory. Its large window spaces give you not only good visibility for driving, but a pleasant open feeling that contributes to your enjoyment of driving. If you've had experience with other little cars, You'll appreciate the speed with which the Vega Kammback heater warms the vehicle. Air conditioning is also available in the Kammback. And the Chevrolet air conditioning system is extraordinarily good. And you'll appreciate the outside air ventilation system. Outside air is drawn in through a slot high above the exhaust of other cars. There's an inside hood release, so hoods can't raise the hood. The battery has side terminals to inhibit corrosion. The engine has a 50,000-mile disposable air filter. And of course, the engines all run on no lead, low lead, or regular fuel. All Vegas are immersed in an anti-rust preparation which is electrostatically applied, so that magnetic attraction helps it get into difficult nooks and corners. The Vega Kammback has side guard door beams and a double panel roof for both strength and better acoustics. Kammback doors are 52 inches wide, which can be handy. And for 73, they have intermediate stopping points to keep the door from swinging too far when you don't want it to. The bumper jack is easier to position. New windshield washer pump for reduced effort by the driver. The Kammback's flush and dry rocker panels get washed when it rains or in car washes, and they get dry as air passes through them to help prevent your car from rusting. And when you're on the road, you're never far from service for your Vega Kammback. Kammback styling doesn't change. Another advantage inherent in Vega's basic economy and resale value. The only visible change to the body results from improved 73 bumper systems. The bumpers have been reinforced and repositioned. You can order a Kammback to be just what you want. All the way from an economy model with the standard 72 horsepower engine and 3-speed stick shift to the bogish GT. Remember, fuel consumption varies greatly with geographic and climatic conditions, powertrain combinations, fuels, and even driving habits. The standard rear axle ratio contributes to this too. This combination gives you the lowest initial price. Or, if you're willing to trade off a few miles to the gallon for comfort and convenience, you might like the more powerful 85 horsepower engine, which has a high-performance camshaft and staged carburetor. The 85 horsepower engine with the 3-speed automatic and perhaps air conditioning is a car many family women find particularly desirable. It gives them seats for children, plus excellent cargo space. And then there's the GT. From the beginning of automotive history, some people have looked upon the car as more than transportation. And so we have our Kammback GT, which gives you the 85 horsepower engine with its performance camshaft and staged carburetor, front and rear stabilizer bars, a 4-spoke steering wheel, ammeter and temperature gauge, electric clock, and a number of deluxe trim items. 13 by 6-inch wheels and special bias belted tires. Combined with either a 4-speed stick shift, or if you like, the 3-speed automatic, the Kammback GT lets its owner enjoy that fine mix of good sense and pleasure that has such appeal for so many of us in today's world. So you can see, Chevrolet has provided a little Kammback that does everything well and can be tailored to do some special and rather different things very well, just the way you want it to.